Hi, everyone. Happy New Year. It's a new time for us to think about the future and what we're looking forward to. A lot of what I'm looking forward to are playing the games that I backed either on Kickstarter or BackerKit. And so this is kind of a showing to you of what I've actually bought over the past or the previous year, and looking for the future of some things that kind of have caught me and I'm really excited for. So here we go. There. So let's get started. This is actually, the beginning ones are in order of what I backed, and so I'll go through it. So the first thing is Dragonbane. Dragonbane sits behind me. I've opened it. I've watched some videos on it. I think it's a really good game, but I haven't brought it to the table or played it online. I may play it this year. I'm hoping that I at least get an opportunity. I think maybe my fantasy days have been just waning a bit because of over 5th edition. And so everything that's kind of that level of fantasy is a little bit on the back burner. I was extremely excited when I saw this, and I lost my excitement when I got it, and there's no rhyme or reason to it. Maybe the Swedes have this thing about ducks. Maybe Canadians just prefer geese. I don't know, but the ducks are a bit of a stumbling block mentally for me. Makes no sense. Sween, the 2nd edition. I have it actually printed out somewhere. As you can see, I'm very, very prepared. I have it printed out, and I've used the tables. I think that it's a brilliant game that's set in a very a kind of East Asian, Southeast Asian mix. And it's got this very nice feel, and of course the art, as you can see before you, is quite stunning. So it's something that has not arrived yet. Dragonbane has, and of course I'm really looking forward to that. Something that just arrived this week, actually, and I can probably just whip up the screen, is Shadow Dark. I'm extremely impressed by the quality. The book is very thick. It's got this beautiful feel to it. It's lovely. Inside is absolutely fantastic. And I think that the team that put this together, especially Kelsey, has just been wonderful. You can watch many videos on how great this is. Now, the weird thing is that I may not get it to the table, but I may use the tables at the table. I've kind of, as I said, I've moved away from fantasy to a certain degree, and this just will scratch an itch at some point when I get back into it. And again, I would probably play Shadow Dark, possibly before playing Dragons och Demoner. So I don't know, Dragonbane, Shadow Dark. It's a bit of a rough call for me, and one of the reasons why I didn't back MCDM, the game, and not the person or the blog, is because there's an oversaturation of the fantasy genre, and I'm just a little bit burnt out from it. Walking Dead. I got this thinking, and I got everything. I got this thinking that this was just going to be something that I'd have on my shelf. It would be good. I'm supporting the company. I got it as a beta. And as you all know, if you've been watching this, I've played it for well over 40 hours now. I've done a few videos with other people on this and played it, as well as, of course, GMing it. It is an absolutely fantastic game. I cannot impress upon you how great of a feeling around the table you will receive by playing this game. I'm not a big zombie fan. I watched the seasons halfway, but this was a shocker. I am blown away at the experiences at the table. I can't recommend it enough. Knave. Again, I was in this kind of mood to fulfill things that had really captured my imagination when I dumped 5e. And Ben Milton was one of the main people who branched me off and actually put me onto Shadow Dark. So supporting his Knave project, no, the second edition, and knowing his previous stuff, I was really impressed, very, very happy, and I actually got a physical copy of Maze Rats, and though I haven't played it, I've certainly done extensive reading about both Knave and Maze Rats, the differences, and I've already purchased The Waking of Willoughby Hall. It just kind of, I guess, nostalgia, a new nostalgia purchase. Again, at some point, I'll get back into playing fantasy, and there you go. Now, this is fantasy, but it's different because it's got a very anime-esque style. I think what got me with this, and frig, shipping's expensive, and it just, but it's massive, and the way that it's presented, I mean, just look at these pages, that if you can discern it just very, very beautiful in an anime way. So if you enjoy anime, I enjoy anime. I prefer Donghua now, but if you prefer that type of fantasy, to me, this is more palatable at the moment. Why? Ronin. So it's built on the Morkborg. It's built on the Morkborg engine. I've got the PDF version. It is stunningly beautiful. It's very evocative of the period. It's very evocative of Morkborg, Pirate Borg, Cyborg, all the Borgs. And actually, I keep my PDF in a file that's called All the Borgs. It just seemed to be not fantasy. Just it's different for me, and so it's not just the ninja going around or the Ronin going around. Ronins were, yeah. There's just something about that aesthetic that I'm keen on and have been keen on for a while, so I had to buy this. Oh, and the shipping. The shipping for this was half the cost of the book. And I think I'm done with kickstarting. I just don't see the point. I have been really hit hard by the purchases that I've made, thinking that shipping would be a certain price, and then all of a sudden realizing that I am screwed. And so that was a big shocker, and I'm not impressed. I haven't received it yet. I haven't received Break yet, and I haven't received Knave yet. The One Ring, Moria. It's Moria. It's the One Ring. Right there. I mean, I've got a whole section of the One Ring. I play the One Ring online with friends, not broadcast, but just playing. And this is a fantasy game that doesn't feel like a fantasy game. And I know that it's set in Tolkien world. It's an excellent system, not the 5e system, the real system. Amazing. just amazing. I'm really looking forward to it. I think that it's going to be absolutely amazing when they get it out, and probably later on this year. Then we move into a different color. So we've got this kind of aqua green color, and these are books that I purchased at the stores, or I got online and had them sent to me. Conan, I'm playing online. Some of you may know that, and I wasn't used to the D20 system as a player. I had GM Dune as a beta tester, and I like the D20 system, but I'd never really felt it from a player perspective. Now that I have, I really like it. It's too bad that Modifius has lost the license, and that it's pretty much a non-supported product now. But it is a good system. I've enjoyed playing it. I like it. It is what it is. Fantasy, yeah, kind of. But I don't know if I really feel the Conan in it. My GM has made me feel it, but I don't know if I'd run it. But I've enjoyed it. Avatar. I got everything. I spent the farm on getting everything. I had it. The only thing that I have kept is those dice at the bottom. I bought the extra sets of dice, and what I did is I just gave it to my grandkids, my son, to play it with his children, my grandkids, and I just was uninspired. I looked at it. I thought that it would be much more evocative of the period, but it was more evocative of the show. And not knowing much about the show, I was kind of overwhelmed by the fact that it was very Americanized. There were some elements of certainly East East Asian sensibilities, some. And they tried. I think that there's aspects of the system, especially the yin yang kind of pulling, is good in the system. But I just kept those dice because they've got kind of the two koi fish, the yin yang koi, and they're beautiful. They're beautiful dice, and that's in the starter set. The rest I didn't keep. It was a major blow, but it was probably $250 that just the very expensive dice. I got these because Thomas Bolton. You'll know that Thomas has a channel, and recently I've been privileged to play with Harlem Unbound, a Call of Cthulhu world, period of time in Harlem. Absolutely brilliant setting. We're playing it with Vaesen rules, not Call of Cthulhu rules. But Thomas, on one of the Discords, the Effect Discord, the nicest place on the internet, I was encouraged to get Children of Fear and Orient Express 1 and 2, and I can't wait to develop this or play it if somebody's going to put this out there. I would love to play this. Children of Fear, dark Tibetan, dark, very dark. Just think about Cult, the RPG, and then just think darker. Orient Express, beautifully, just great. I love these train adventures. Talk about railroading. You are really railroading on this one, and I can't say enough of it. The reading alone is worth it. And that's true of most Chaosium books I've found, is that I've really sort of moved towards Chaosium and enjoying what they put out. And here you see Rivers of London. Rivers of London just took me by surprise. Toward the end of the year, I had an opportunity to play it, and now I'm into book 5, listening to the audiobooks. Ben Aronovich is fantastic, a fantastic storyteller. The game is really, really good. The biggest surprise, though, is Household. Two Little Mice. Now, I must say that they sponsored my after school program, and so I've been playing this with them. But I also bought the 3 books myself. So I have the copy that they sent me for the after school program, and I bought the books myself. Are they cheap? No, they're not. Are there 3 of them? Do you need all 3 of them? Really? Yeah, you do. So you're going to be spending a fair amount, but the system is so simple. If you're looking for a narrative system that's set in Napoleonic times, in a house, so if you like ghosts, that type of being contained in a house, but then it being vast, so you've got kind of a TARDIS effect. And the system is so simple, it's ridiculous. Year Zero engine is whatever 6 comes up is a success. In this, it's you're trying to form 2 of a kind, 3 of a kind, 4 of a kind. So it doesn't matter if you get 3 ones. It's still a there's basic. It's an E word. I don't know, experienced, whatever. I don't know. But there's this better success, which is 3. I don't know, my brain, man. Aging sucks. So, Solemn Veil. Solemn Veil just looks fantastic. The hardcover, I went for the standard hardcover. I wanted to get the soft cover because I prefer that cover. And I did order the pink dice. I didn't order the black dice for some reason, but I ordered the pink dice because I very rarely see pink dice. I think that they look really nice. I got the map and I got the screen because I'm hoping to get it to the table. I have listened to a number of podcasts. I can't tell you how wonderful this is, and I encourage you to go on the YouTubes and find people, and also on podcasting, who've done Solemn Veil. Absolutely fantastic. I think that UK Gamers, I think it's called, that they've done it, and it's been fantastic. The most recent stuff and there's 2 that I'm really, really excited for. And the first is Deathmatch Island. Oh my gosh. It's orange. Come on, it's orange. The aesthetic throughout the PDF that I have is absolutely fantastic. The beta is just beautiful. The detail is amazing. It's on the Aegon system, plays really, really well, looks beautiful, and it, you're playing Squid Game. What isn't to love? The last is something that I've just literally recently kind of looked at and been overwhelmingly excited about it, and that's called The Hidden Isle. Thermivore on the YouTubes has done a review of it, and I encourage you to go check his Dave stuff out. I am not so keen on this tarot deck. I showed this 2 years ago. I have this Marseille deck, and I think that one is based on Marseille too. Oh yeah, that's this type. These cards are absolutely beautiful. They are all they're all drawn out. So, but they have this beautiful feel. And the sound. These are amazing tarot cards, and I also have another set that I did a video on, and I shouldn't really get up to get it. Am I that? Oh yeah, I'm that keen to show you this. So I got these, and again, this came because I had 2 years ago been very interested in how do you make a really good, appropriate tarot drawn game so that you're using purely the tarot cards. And this is the actual deck. I promised them and us because I did when I did the video. I just did a kind of printed and played with them. This set is absolutely fantastic. And I think that this is much more evocative to play with Hidden Isle. Hidden Isle, now I'll probably get them anyway. I'll probably get the tarot cards anyway. There's something about the beauty of a system that's able to utilize the imagery, not necessarily the super esoteric aspects, but just aspects of tarot, the art, the excitement, and I really am looking forward to this in this year of 2024. There was another game that I had downloaded recently, and let's see, where are we? We're at 21 minutes, so I haven't taken up most of your day, so that's good. So if I can quickly just get out of this and try to find it in a document. Yeah, Colossal. So, Colossal is a solo RPG that uses regular old cards, regular old playing cards. And this is a Newfoundland product, printed by USA printers. There's a good example. Oops, right there. Jigger. And I used to live very close to Newfoundland. I know that sounds weird, but I was on the Quebec side of Labrador, whatever. And so it just brings back a lot of good memories. And the last thing is, and I know that I didn't purchase it then, but I purchased it because people put a lot of pressure on me. No, I bought it because I'm a sucker. Is I got Symbaroum, and I'm looking forward to kind of getting to play this and bringing it. I'm first of all going to read it more and hopefully get to play it sometime this year. So these are the things. This is the stuff on the bookshelf behind me that I've been purchasing over the past year and been excited about. I hope that you may have missed some of these, and maybe this is something that you're interested in. If you're a 5e person and you're looking for something to kind of complement your games, hopefully there's been something here that's been helpful. So I hope, again, that this has encouraged you to look beyond the Paizo's and the Wizards of the Coast and kind of the big publishers. And I know that Chaosium is a big publisher, but in the greater stream, it is just a little tadpole compared to the sturgeon of Wizards of the Coast. And so we float along merrily, eating the plankton that we are given. And some of this stuff is really, really good. I can't draw out that analogy any farther. And so I hope that you do spend money at your friendly local game store. Try to avoid the Amazons. I know that they're cheaper. Try to avoid Kickstarters too. But also try to get your local game store to bring in these things and go out and maybe be bold enough to run an adventure. at your friendly local games store if you have one, or play it online and start something. Part of the problem that we face at the moment for those who prefer independent or smaller publishers is that we are up against people who are just saying, well, if it isn't D&D, then it's really not that important. That's like going to France and going to McDonald's and not going to the patisserie for petit déjeuner. You want you don't want to be going to China and have Starbucks. Go to the local place, but we've kind of been geared to go to these big mass market places, the Asdas or the Kruger's or the Atlantic Superstore or the Metro or whatever, Loblaws. We go to the big stores. We want the big publishers. We want the Wizards of the Coast and the Hasbros. And I think that there is a movement away from that to try to get to locally sourced food, to get to enjoy when you're on vacation the tastes and smells and culture of the places where you are. Playing role playing games should bring you out of your culture and into a place that is different so that you grow, and so that you can think differently. So take care. Have a great new year. I will be back with another video in the not too distant future, and I'll see you.